with generals here. Right, Shadow, I honestly think it's time for you to enter an early retirement. You're still a great admiral, no doubt about it, but I'm happy to kind of give you a rest. I think we should privateer an enemy of ours. Bordeaux seems like a natural choice, but Genoa seems like an even more natural choice. Good trade note. I could probably make money off it myself if I collected there, but I could probably pirate it hard as well, and I like to pirate hard. So as soon as I can, which is now, I will make my peace with Ferrara, taking all their money for myself because nobody else joined in. My units are exiled, so I will go over to my favorite province of Lucca, pick up my army, and, well, I mean, look at these guys. They're not about to pose any threat to us. I really hope they're not attacking me in my colonies. That would be a big bummer for me. Also, keep everybody in these provinces just in case I get a good event out of it. And the Aragonese wish to rise up, but we're ready for them in their knees. You should visit Lucca one day. Can recommend, says Pepperan. Nice. Never been, would like to go. There's lots of places I'd like to go. The trouble is, traveling can be a whole lot tiring. Sardinia dishonored their alliance with Ferrara, unsurprising considering what's happening to them, you know, being destroyed. Palencia's been converted. I guess we'll just, I don't want to bite that cost just yet. Let's deal with Rioja first. Now, do I gun you down or do I gun down Savoy? Gunning down Savoy means marching inward to take province of Savoy. I can handle that. I mean, look at these guys, they're a joke. Plus I get to crush their navy. However, before I consider crushing their navy, my own navy is a bit banged up. Pisa's just horrible. Horribly overdone with tourists. Siena was very nice. Denmark is out of the coalition. Thank goodness. We're finally on coalition containment mode. Russia's looking a bit bad as my rivals go. Kind of shocked to even have you as a rival like that. My pirates are doing me a shameful service by getting destroyed in that war, or in that battle rather. Once you guys arrive on Nice, which will be 17th of this month, I'll dock you up to get rid of that cat. No, I could send off the Carrack individually. I'd probably benefit from upgrading my fleet. These early Carracks are antiquated. But how are we looking on that? When could I get something even better? 15's a wee bit away, but not impossible. I need Dosh for the institution that I'm surely about to pay for pretty heavily here. Yeah, look at those costs. 2,000? It's more like 3,000 ducats to embrace that. That's going to be impressively expensive. I should hold off on spending on tech and the like for a while. We gotcha. So with that taken care of, it's onwards and upwards. The cowardly forces are trying to attack us, and their ships are going far away for that. Very far away. In fact, we grabbed a couple. And let's just blow these walls down. We got the mill for it. Quartermaster's deed, but that's no problem. I like fort defense. A while ago, man, buffoon and perfectionist. Wild Goose, I invested a lot of, well, I just invested a lot into you, and this is what you do for me. This is why I like to call it the one shot, taking down a fortress in one shot, and we might as well milk the money that we need to get everything we want here. Length of war, current peace offer, Savoyard military strength? What? Is that not an oxymoron? Well, let's go and hunt them down then if they think they're this hardcore. What do you mean you get to hide there and I don't? Well, probably because of this fort's existence. Avignon tends to hold out pretty well, but today I disagree. Probably not so well. Europe is busy tearing itself apart, which makes it a brilliant day to be a Moor or to be the Autoscum. There we go. Coalition's melting. Oh wait, no, that was them joining the coalition. Well, I still think it's going to melt. Yukubo is done, and a whole bunch of people that I don't like were now shipped off. So we may as well continue doing what we're doing here. And the question is, who will be the next to go? Didn't I say that... Oh no, I did already get rid of you. Who should be the next to go? I'm already sending you folks off. This is pretty nice. I really like what I see. Okay, Barcelona has separatism, so that's out of the question. And there's still separatism going on here. Where's all the development that I can get rid of then? Aveiro. Aveiro is also separatism because loads of rebels were spawning and colluding there. They can't be trusted, these guys. However, Columiria. Trying to keep it in my head. There we go. Cool. Out you go. Almansia for the gold. Fair enough. I would like the gold province to be truly mine and mine alone. However, the goods produced here is not affected by the culture or the religion. Blew down the walls naturally. Good to see. And then next time it just falls. Patented. One shot. Okay, food shortage then. Meanwhile, let's take care of the Sardinian fleet, which is for some reason doing these nasty things to me. And I'm not really capitalizing on the army that I have. What do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of my land. The hell out of my sea. There we go. Let's go and drop in on his land. Unfortunately, it's been recently converted, so it's going to be a while before I can deconvert it. But I will. Now, Savoyards, about that peace. I'm not sure that just taking all your money is enough anymore. I think you might have to die. I could release nations or do other things, but it would cost... it would cost, basically. No, it's not a clever thing for me to do, to go and attack him right now, especially since he's sitting in mountains. But I feel it's the only correct course of action to crush this, the Savoyards for this. Meanwhile, both of you get ready to take over in Sardinia. The main port is there, the only one I care about. Look at him run. God, you're pathetic. Keep on running, you goddamn coward. Red Armor steps in to say, "G'day chat, well welcome. Just in time to watch the cowardly Savoyards die in Montferrat. Should have never integrated it. Then that wouldn't have been quite so pitiful for you. Now that they're all dead, I can feel a bit better about taking their money and probably... do you have any alliances that I care about? I don't like Venice at all. And Aachen, and basically anything to extend the truce timer. That'll do, donkey. It was a good fight. Aragon, our truce is almost up. When it is, I want to kill you. I don't care about Venetian involvement, I will kill them as well. Do you think you'll end this campaign soon? Not... Oh, Papal State is going to attack Savoy. Good on you. There's a big thing I want to do. A big war with Europe to dismantle the HRE and just generally kill all Europeans. Given the hell that they put me through, I think it's only fitting. And they really put me to hell and back again. There we go. Get the cannons over there for every extra bonus we can get. And yeah, then I'll start planning the next campaign, as I often do. Don't like leaving a large downtime between my campaigns, as you all know. Bambody something or other. Wish to revolt on me, do you? You guys will take care of that on your own. Excellent. More people shipped off to the bright future that is my colony. And then, yes, it all spreads further. This isn't the best way to look at it. This is cultural enrichment, best enrichment. Like I said, Barcelona's still a problem, but we should look to Almansa for the gold, even though it's not the most important thing to do. It's important to feel good about what we do. They are Castilians, of course, so Almansa, away you go. Relatively cheap as well, and I do like cheap. Off you trot, and on we go. And why do I see enemies here? God, my poor colony just can't handle this. Tempted to give them a fort on their capital just so they don't have to worry so much. It's all mine, and let's send in Cathkiri's siege ability to take down Sardinia's capital. Then it all becomes mine. Do you need Corsica for the mission as well, or just Sardinia? Corsica as well. Let's see. Well, I'd be breaking a truce here. France and Naples. France hate my guts. They'd join any war against me at this point. Oh my! Ching's 5 years have passed already? Gonna have to annex Mallorca. But Nassau's involvement. Man, what a pain. Would you mind just not being allied with them? Almost. But the coalition and the fact that I have no casus belli is hurting there. Oddly enough, coalition is weighed up despite them not being in it. Truce with France and Mallorca is up, so I should probably just strike Mallorca immediately. Nassau's involvement is no big deal, but do they have any allies that I would care about? Why would I care about these jokers? But why are they boarding a ship? That I don't understand. It's a transport that I will maul to death with my heavy, but I see no reason not to just declare war on them as well. I don't need any peacetime right now these days. So once and for all, I will take Minorca as their capital. Yoink. As if Nassau will save you. I feel like you're missing a unit. Oh yeah, one of my units died in honorable combat. And another one bites the dust. And once again, capped on the old points here. Well, we're getting there with the printing press, but we're not quite there yet. Oh hum. What about rebuilding a couple of heavies? Yeah, I just generally need more of a navy, which is very true. 3, 4, 5, 6 will do at this point. At least it's one way to get rid of my old, outdated ones and get some better. Oh, hush, I stole their only ship there. That's cruel. But those mill points, I'm really running out of things to spend them on. Unless I wanted to develop, which I honestly don't. I mean, is there anything worth developing with more mill at this point, other than perhaps Jojo? Jojo, which just drips with manpower, it's kind of tantalizing. Well, you know, it's really, really cheap to do it on my capital, so let's just pump it up a bit, and then celebrate by having ourselves a barracks there, and all is well. Felt very cheap to do in my capital for some reason. Capital city makes it cheaper, sure, but oh yeah, total development grinds that right down. That's a good capital to have. Except for the lack of defense on the place, but I still maintain it's a good one to have. It's good, and good. And we'll bring you folks home, and that'll be the end of Sardinia. It is mine, of course, it's nobody else's. People might join a coalition, tell me something else that I don't know. Also, we declare on Aragon next year, regardless of their alliances. Please remind me about that, because I will forget. Ah, crumbs, I don't have the claims to do so. They're going to join that coalition, aren't they? Because I need the cores to get the mission on them. Andalusian Corps, not to mention Corsica. who I don't think will surrender that core to me due to sizable coalition issues. But this is a good way to segregate France if they join a coalition, and I find that a problem. I mean, why would I find it a problem, right? Let's get back, feel good about ourselves. Ah, all is well. Perfect chance to free Foix, Jake. Yeah, they're not in a coalition against me, aren't they? And it is a good bit of downtime to take Foix. Granted, I'm not in a perfect position, but it is a position. In times like these, I turn to chat. What do you say? Do we bring Foix back to the map and then just stir a whole load more of aggressive expansion with Europe? Or do we play it more cautious? Up to you guys. I mean, I can do anything. I'm seeing a lot of free Foix and encore un Foix. Alright, seems like Foix is flavor of the day, so we'll make it happen. It was a pretty late time of day for me to start streaming, but I really felt the itch, and when I feel the itch, I play the game. It's a pretty simple... Oof, I should have done this before, but let's get that stability. When I feel the itch, it just has to come together. All done, and all done. Didn't... Okay, Tunis have gone to war. They might call me in. I hope they don't. Trust and favours took a hit when we had that long period of non-alliance, but we got over it. Now, about that mission, I don't really care if I get it or not, because they only... Oh, right, that tech thing that's super expensive. I still don't want to pay over the odds for it, but fighting France on equal mil tech is not as good as fighting them with abusively high mil tech. But about these, about this technology, this institution, it's not yet spread to me. Screw it, I'll only tech up if they do. Let's keep it a relatively fair fight. Fair in that they're at war right now. Alright, kinda need you guys to pick them up. And there we go. They don't want to make peace with me right now because they have another ally in the war, but fighting France will bring me closer to Nassau, who will surely want out of this war when I start knocking on their back door and their front door. Alright, we're alright on the manpower, let's make it happen. I'm happy with whatever Jake does as long as it involves conquest, says the Merchant of Venus. At least you're upfront about it. Still kind of want to privateer here in Genoa, and I want you folks to help out on privateering Genoa. And I don't think there's much of a French fleet presence here. Whoopsie daisy. Burgundy's left the coalition. Well, naturally. I know how lazy my diplomats are being right now, and I should honestly put them to work, but I'm not. You're still not a cursed coalition with me. I'm not about to declare a conquest war against a coalition. It's a poor show. These are my claims. Kind of blow. Montpellier is the most expensive one, so I should probably gun that one down. But I take it. I release Foix. I don't care if they're Catholic. Hell, let them be Catholic. Makes it all the better to have as a bulwark against everyone else. Well, you know, I could force them to be Muslim, force convert their... Nah, forget it. Catholic's fine. This is not a religious campaign. This is a cultural campaign. And look at that. Every little bit of Castilian I remove from the map, I feel that bit better about. I remember your Foix campaigns as Twix. Good times. That was a hell of a long time ago, though, wasn't it? I don't disagree, though. Good times. Let's see, no sign of a French fleet around here, so I'm probably safe to do what I want in the Mediterranean, as long as I at least seal them off here. And they are, of course, paying for all their forts, but their forts are kind of crappy. And they're probably busy with Burgundy and friends, right? This could be one of the easier French wars I ever fight. But still, we're going to war. It's for Montpellier. Oh yeah, they have a laundry list of allies, including Bohemia. Well, what a shame, but we're going to have to go all in here. Nobody wants to join in my just war, but we'll make it happen. Venetian involvement's going to tank my, my fleet, isn't it? How could I make this work for me? I think, rather than gunning straight into France, I should take down their allies, right? Venice will be an easy pot shot. Genoa shouldn't even be that hard a pot shot. I take that back. Might not be that easy. Bohemia is a lost cause. Brittany, Brabant. But yeah, Venice we gun down first because their fleet's a nightmare for me sometimes. Let's go and pick up some units first. Make it all happen. I'm fairly confident in my fortresses for keeping the enemy out as well. You want Genoa for Corsica anyway? Yeah, I could make that peace with France. This much is true. There we go. No need for Elkhorn on here just yet. Oh, but Kiri Bittercraven's got the best maneuver actually. We'll bring you in on this. On you come, sunshine. Let's go and take over Venice. That's what everyone would want. I'm right here with you, Genoa. Come on, let's boogie. We're not really engaging because I'm transporting troops, which sometimes makes you not attack, but now we will. Goodbye prestige. Hello, the annihilation of the Genoese fleet. No leader, no galleys, even though we're inland. No hope. Now let's go and kill Venice. After what they did to your colonies last time, the Venetians deserve to be ripped apart. Yeah, troubling thing is that... Okay, that's a bit of a different story. The French are back with another flagship. They're pretty angry. They also have an excellent admiral. This could be troublesome for me. I have every reason to think this battle won't go my way, actually. Especially since my my navy's really out of... it's not modernized, right? There's a lot of them that are... Yeah. Oh, this could go very badly for me. My ships are getting tanked. But there's R2. Oh, my flagship's getting ravaged too. I don't want to lose that. Man, all these Mohammeds. I'm not fond of Mohammed here. But expansionist is pretty good for us. And how about the French flagship? There it is, and it's still at 100%. But look at those rolls. That is how you take names and kick arses. Oh god, we're out of heavies. Where are all those heavies I commissioned? They're still a ways away from being done. And the coalition's coming. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I also lost a couple thousand units there. The flagship survived, but not a whole lot else. Okay, that's unfortunate. The French fleet is not something to be underestimated then. And it also tells me that my need for a navy is more dire than I thought. 10, 11... 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. Yikes. Yeah, my lack of dip tech couldn't have helped there. I don't have the massive naval morale that Men of War gives. Still, I'm a bit bummed that I lost a couple of units there. A bit bummed indeed. That was my good chance to knock out Venice nice and fast. Oh well, you don't win them all. In this case, I didn't win that one. Let's go and ravage his forts. I'll give you a couple of units from here. And I will restore yours with these Muslim musketeers. And I'll pray to God that they don't know about my colonies down here and come and attack me. That would super suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it might even be worth my time keeping a garrison here. just to take care of any that might land and disturb my colonies. What are you going to focus on? Legitimacy's fine. Legalism's always good as well. Tolerance of true faith. I don't even have that many true faith provinces. Nah, legalism's always good. Seek out the dosh, seek out the cheaper tech. Truce with Aragon is up, but I don't have the claims. Oh boy. Hello, Bohemia. This could work out badly for me if there are French around, or it could work out very well for me if I just slaughter Bohemians. Rioja has been culturally and religiously enriched. The cultural enrichment will come shortly after. And now we focus on this one. So I'm thinking, what did the Basque country get? I want to keep it to areas, so it makes sense to give them Asturias and Vasconia. But what else actually looks good for them? I don't want to give them Leon, because that drips way down. And Galicia looks a bit weird if they get that, but not Leon. So do we have any actually Basque people in the chat? I suppose that's the question to ask. If you are Basque, what would you want for Basque country? Let's get the hell out of here. Also, tempted to blow down the walls here. Yeah, temptation overtakes me. Let's take it. Hell, what's all this mill gonna do for me anyway? What is even tech? Remember, Venice sabotaged your first attempt at circumnavigating the globe. Soldiers cry out for revenge. I cry out for crushing this tiny little bunch of French heavies. It's an inland sea as well. I stand a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh man, I'm the one that lost boats in that. Still though, let's get over here because I think there's a dry dock, right? Oh, there's a shipyard. That's obviously what I meant. Wait, what? Go there, you fool. Better repairs, you see. I'm from Toulouse. Could you liberate Languedoc or even Toulouse from France? That's the goal. Actually, why don't we carve up what the goal is here? I like doing it by areas, of course. So close. Actually, we may be able to make this one happen once we get the occupations done. But I'm looking at this plus this province, and then it all goes to Foix. How much overextension is it? Damn it, Foix. You make life difficult for me in new and interesting ways. There are the Venetians, god damn them all to hell. Let's adopt certain titles. And whilst I would like to blow all that money immediately, I need to think about my tech. Which will happen eventually, right? Gotta get the printing press going. And god, where'd my money go? On all those ships, I guess. Release tag, start with no mana. Aye. Don't I know it. Oh, my ships are really good for helping with blockades right now, but that's only good if I can actually have a... if I can actually have my fleet operational. The French fleet's too powerful for me right now. And they still maintain quite a lot of heavies, 8 of them. Could be a problem if the army concentrates on one area here. I'm too spread out. Yeah, I'm not without my problems here, but let's take these forts and kill and keep moving. Feels bad, feels very bad not having superiority on the seas. Let's get our army together somewhere. Barely making money as well. There's the bloomin' Venetians. Fortunately for me, Bohemians are busy standing there on a place they don't deserve to be. So let's make them suffer for it. Or let's have... Oh, did not expect even more Bohemians. I'm still fairly confident I can win this out unless they manage to tech up. They have not. Man, that tech is looking more and more promising despite the high costs, isn't it? That extra land morale and the better everything It's gonna give me the big win. Screw it, let's make it happen. They have to die. And it's gonna feel all the better murdering them for what they've